you didn't have a real personal connection with those early hits. What was that like for you?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have a personal connection to anything that was going on because it felt like I was watching it from the other side of a screen. You know what I mean? It happened so fast, and if you don't write the song and you haven't produced it, it's your song, but and I don't know, even some of the greats, Whitney Houston, or even go back to Frank Sinatra, they didn't write and produce the music, but I think it takes a bit of time to bed in and for it to really become your song. So when I sing Never Gonna Give You Up Now, that's my song. I don't care who wrote it, I don't care who produced it, it's my song, do you know what I mean? And I just think it takes time, and I don't think it takes 18 months or 2.5 years. It takes longer than that, because it has to go out there and just live somewhere, do you know what I mean? And even back then, people would say, oh, we're getting married to that song in a month's time. And I'd just go, that's lovely, but I couldn't relate to that because I was a kid. I hadn't experienced anything, and I hadn't really had those songs around me and part of me to take ownership of them, if I'm really honest. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it, and I had a great time. And, yeah, of course they were my songs. I sang the bloody things. But you know what I'm saying? It takes time, that, I think, to bed in and go, yeah, that's part of my life. It's part of my DNA. So at the time, it was just all a blur. It was like happening to this guy who's on the other side of this plexiglass. And we're both having a good time, but I don't know which one I am sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether I'm me looking at him. Because, again, I don't know whether people have said this to you before, but you go on TV and you kind of take it for granted. What you don't take for granted is watching it back later. That takes some getting used to be honest, and I still have to get used to it right now, to be honest, because I'm doing a bit more TV again now and stuff. That is a weird experience. You've watched a program all your life as a kid, and you're on it. All of a sudden, you're looking from the couch in your hotel room or the couch in your living room, you're looking at yourself on a TV show you grew up with. That is weird. That takes a bit of time to get used to, I think.